Good evening, everyone. Finally. This is Debbie Wetzler, coming to you from Maryland for a change. That is where I live, but I have been traveling a lot. And David Silverman, who's flying, he's on a plane, and he was able to get on Zoom for a little bit. He may log back in. Anyway, David Silverman and I do our team phone call together. You're all part of my team, and many of you are part of David's. And together we do this as a team. It creates synergy. It allows people to get to know each other. It allows people to use each other for three-way phone calls. It allows us to move forward as a team together and to give you all information and do some trainings and just have a good time together, basically. We're all going to be at convention, or most of us will be at convention soon, and we'll be able to see each other. And I have to, if somebody's on and they're not muted, could you mute themselves? I did that one. And let me go manage, let me hit this again.
Powering on.
There we are. So, and it's a way to get you information, as I was saying. David usually shows you a win for structure document, and it's something that if you don't have, please type it into the chat. It's a structure and a wealth of information. It's got all of your upline listings. It's got all the webinars and all the calls listed. It's got some different websites and YouTubes that you can use, and it's got 3 and 5 and how to use it. So we put all the information all together, and with that, I wanted to make the announcement that we are going to start doing all of our webinars on Wednesday. We just figured it would be easier for everybody. Usually Wednesday nights are not taken by anything in ASEA, and so it's going to be a Wellness Wednesday. So we're going to do a webinar at 9 a.m. in the morning, and that is normally for Singapore and Asian countries. And but anybody is welcome to join us. And I'm all speaking Eastern time, so this is 9 a.m. Eastern time. At 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing another webinar, and this will be for Europe because it will be 7 or 8 o'clock over there. But again, if you're here and somebody's available, if you want to get on the webinar and bring a guest on, we will be doing a webinar and being able to answer questions. And then Wednesday night at 9 o'clock also, we will be doing our last webinar. And again, that's again for Europe. It's not for Europe, it's for Asia and mostly for, at that point, the United States and Canada. So please get your guests on. We will be doing this. We're really pushing. The company is really taking off, as we found out last Thursday, and you'll be hearing more about that from Tammi Gates when she gets on. But it's extraordinary what's happening in the business and the company right now, and we really want to be able to get a lot of people interested. More and more people are coming on. More and more people have already heard about Redox, and they're curious about what it is. So it's going to start being easier and easier for us to get the word out because, again, it's kind of like antioxidants. That's my best comparison. 30 years ago, no one knew what they were, and now everybody knows what they are and knows that they're good for them and wants them in their bodies. But it was a network marketing company who actually brought out the information about antioxidants. And we're doing the same thing with Redox. And Redox is 10 times more powerful than antioxidants as far as what they can do. And it will be wonderful when more and more people get to know what this is and know that it's real, basically. I had a testimonial lined up for tonight, and the person cannot do that. So I'm just going to ask if there's one person who has a product testimonial, if they wouldn't mind sharing what it is so that other people, and especially new people on the phone, well, and it's for all of our sakes, we love hearing what this product can do. So does somebody have one that they'd like to share? You have to unmute yourself.
I could do a half testimony for my son who lives in Switzerland.
Perfect. That would be great. Thank you, Michael.
Okay, so I just have to think how I can describe his condition so that I will be compliant.
Well, this is our team, so if you want to be a little uncompliant, that's okay.
Okay, so he's got Crohn's disease,
Okay, thank you.
and he attracted it like 5 years ago, and it completely destroyed his life. He had to give up his career. He was bound to his apartment. He didn't travel anymore. He couldn't visit. He couldn't go to restaurants. He couldn't visit friends because he would always have to be close to a toilet. And he had constant stomach pain and diarrhea
Oh
for
my God.
5 years, plus joint pain. So this poor guy was really closing up like a flower that doesn't get water and sun. I got him on Renew in November because the See a Drink wasn't available in Switzerland yet. So he started with the Renew, and he got rid of a pressure point on his right side where the Crohn's disease was concentrated, and he couldn't sleep on that side. So with the Renew, he got rid of that pressure point. It's gone, and ever since he's on SIA now for 3 months, his 5-year stomach aches and diarrhea is gone.
Oh
It is
my gosh,
gone.
that's
He is,
fantastic.
he's blooming up like
Oh,
a flower again, and he's of course completely on fire with this whole thing here. He talks about it to everybody. He's already got all his family on it.
that
It's
is,
just so wonderful. This is one more example of somebody who got his life back with redox.
Michael, that is so wonderful. And I'm sure as a father, you are just so grateful because I can't
Absolutely.
imagine having your child sick for 5 years and not being able to help them at all.
Right.
Oh, thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, there's the power of these molecules for you guys. And I've heard so many stories like that recently. So it's just fantastic. It still touches my heart. So I want you all to share that with me, I guess. Very quickly, because I want to get into this, I would like to just do a very short recognition because we had somebody that went to an executive level here. But I'd like to extend huge congratulations to the peoples on mine and David's team. Christine Gaymard became a new director. Dwamanus Orr and Ngozi Nandi became new director 300s. Mesa Hagos and Eva Paulbrink became new director 700s. And Charles Osong became a new bronze executive. So I want to congratulate everybody. Again, things are happening, so it's wonderful to see new executive levels as well as just sharing this and becoming a director 300 and director 700s. That is absolutely wonderful, and congratulations. This is, I was wondering if Charles was on. I would have him say, yes, he is. Charles, do you want to unmute yourself and tell us a little bit how it feels to be bronze now?
This is Charles.
Hi, Charles.
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it feels great. I'm really excited working with this team of family-oriented professionals. It just took me, just a little over 3 weeks joining the company.
I know.
And I'm anticipating that in another couple of weeks, maybe I should make a silver.
That's
And
amazing.
yes, I've got a great team on my side. That's another reason. So when you call Nadi Ngozi, she's on my team.
Yes.
Mesa is on my team.
Of course.
Yeah, so I've got some good people working with me, and we hope to keep this going because the product really works. That's the key.
That's right.
Right. So I just tell people as long as this product works, it's a game changer. It's a home run. So
Fabulous.
just want to encourage everybody else to follow my footsteps and the footsteps of the people above us. That's all.
Absolutely. Well, Charles, I am so thrilled for you, and I've already sent Trish your picture, so you'll be congratulated by Trish Winkler
Okay.
next week also.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
No problem. I'll mute myself again, right?
Yes. And if anybody's not enrolled in Trish Winkler's newsletter, it is something that I think everybody should do. If you go to ateamsupport.com and you can sign up and give them your email address, and every week she sends out a newsletter. And it tells you, there's always a did you know, which gives you some really great facts about redox or maybe the source or something like that. They're great dripping items for your people that haven't quite made up their mind, or maybe some preferred customers that don't get information very much. And they're wonderful to send out to people. And she's actually been archiving them on A-Team Support now also. The password for A-Team Support is associate with a capital A. Then she goes into all the different calls that are going to be coming on this week. There's animal calls, there's health professional calls, there's Discover ASEA calls. And she's been, when we were doing the Diamond on Call nights, she was announcing those also. Then she goes into rank advancements, so you can see your name if you've ranked advanced, or some people on your team. And then she goes into some of the basic trainings that Bob does. So it's a kind of a, here's what's happening in your business this week. And I would encourage everybody to go sign up for that and get the newsletter. Okay, we're going to keep moving because I would like to introduce any of the new people. I know that Shannon Terranova has somebody on, so I will probably go with her first. But I'd like to introduce the new people to the team. And this is your time, new person, to shine and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you looked at ASEA. So Shannon, would you like to introduce your new person?
Sure. I have Carlos on, who just signed up last week, and I'll let him share a little bit more, but we met on a single parent's website, and I learned about his son who has autism, and that's my background. So I'm very passionate, as you guys all know, about my own children and their success stories, but also helping other people, particularly children. So Carlos, if you unmute yourself, you can share a little bit more. There he is.
Sure. Well,
Hi,
good evening,
Carlos.
everyone. Hi, how are you?
Oh, wonderful. How are you?
Doing all right. Kind of excited to be here with you guys.
Great. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where do you live?
Well, I live in Springfield, Virginia.
Okay.
I am a single father of a beautiful 7-year-old boy.
Aw.
And as Shannon was saying, he has autism. So I've kind of been doing all sorts of research on my own to try to, facilitate things for him. And well, here I am.
Perfect. And in your research, did you find some good research? Because I can tell you that it's helped 5 people personally that I know with autism, like completely. It's been amazing.
That's great. I mean, I did a little bit of research on my own. I saw some of the videos that Shannon shared with me. And I mean, for everyone who knows about the spectrum, some things may work with some kids, some other things may not work, but as long as we as parents have the will, we have to try all things out,
That's right. And this can't hurt you. And basically the redox molecules are what help everybody heal themselves. So they work on everybody as long as you take it long enough and take enough of it.
Right.
So that's great. Well, wonderful. Well, we can't wait to hear progress.
Sure. I'll keep you guys posted.
That would be great. And welcome.
Carlos is also a runner. He runs like 10,000 miles a day. So I told him this will help him too.
Yes, it helps with endurance and recovery. That's for sure.
Actually, the if if you guys don't mind, I want to share something else.
Sure.
So, the product was supposed to be delivered to my house last Monday,
Yes.
and UPS said delivered, and it was lost. Okay, so we were like looking for it. It got lost, and somehow yesterday it came to my door. So I started taking it this morning, and I went for a run. And
Yes.
as I was telling Shannon earlier, I was like, well, I don't know if something happened, but I really felt a lot better while I was running. So
Fabulous.
yeah,
Well, you'll
it was
look
good.
back and you'll smile because, people, of course they go, well, I'm not sure if it was the ASEA or not, but then once you continue using it, you'll understand.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure.
that's great. We're so happy. That's wonderful that you've already had an experience.
Yes,
Well, welcome to the team, Carlos.
thank you.
Is there anyone else who has someone new on? Is Peter Redu that here?
Yes, I am. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Peter.
I'm driving. I'm
You're
driving
driving
right now.
Okay. Well, this is
I have
somebody.
1 second here. Can you hear me?
I was going to introduce you real fast.
Yeah, I have as you can see, that iPad behind my window camera. Like,
We kind of see you driving, and there's 84 people on, so it's hard to find you until you talk.
right.
But
Okay.
Peter was just signed up by David Silverman, and he's pretty much brand new. So Peter, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I signed up on August 12th, and I was with the CI before. I love the CI. I just stopped building. Went back to Europe, and thought the grass is green on the other side, and I play with a couple other companies, which hopefully I will be a lesson to all the people in the sea thinking about living that I can find another company in the sea anywhere. So I love the sea. I started again, and I'm honored to be signed up by Dr. David Silverman, and of course you and the whole professional people on your team. I mean, from you up are all awesome. I know of everyone. I know Trish. I met Trish. She knows me. So Trish, I said, Trish, I want to come back. I called her. Actually, I texted Bob first, and then I said, when can we talk? And they said, call me back now. So I called them and explained them the situation. They said, okay, let me just look around. And I told her I want to be sponsored by someone who's hungry to go all the way to the highest level and who's in for the long term. And she said, okay, I think I found one. So I said, you should talk to David, and I'll put you in contact with him. And the rest is that's what it is. So now it's up to me to go where you are.
Well, welcome. I know I looked at your Facebook page today, and you're very strong and very flexible, obviously. And I know you intend to do this full time come next March, you said?
Well, yes, I didn't tell Dr. David Silverman, if you hear me, we didn't have time to talk because you went on vacation. But
Right.
I told Debbie today that I am gonna keep driving till March 1st. And March 1st, I'll be buying a motor coach, and I'll be driving around the country and building a CF very aggressively till I reach a solid level so I can take it internationally. But obviously, I can't go around the world till I am, at least solid diamond or better, maybe triple diamond.
Perfect.
So I'll do that in here in US with the eye on the world, but mainly focus on the US market because I think here still a lot of people haven't heard of it.
Yeah, no, there's still a lot that haven't, but we're happy that they are beginning to. So welcome,
And
welcome.
thank you. And last thing, my strategy is to go to very upper class, high class gyms around the country, and where people, people will come to me actually because the way my workouts are, usually they all come to me and they start the conversation and then build a friendship and the right time, tell them why they should be on ASEA all the time. But initially, the process. I don't have to say nothing about that. You guys are the pros.
Well, wonderful. Sounds like a
Thank you.
plan, and you'll have fun traveling, I know.
Yes, thank you so much, Debbie.
Thank you. All
And
right.
thank you. And thank you, Dr. Silverman, if you're there.
He checked out. I don't know if he was able to check back in or not.
No problem.
But anyway, because he is flying. All right. I want to wave to Jenny Gladding. I was on the phone with her today, and her beautiful daughter, obviously. Welcome. Is there anyone else new on the line that we can hear from? Does anybody?
Debbie, I just want to say congratulations to Charles and welcome Peter.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll go offline.
I don't see you on, David. Anyway, but yes, congratulations. Does anyone else have anyone new?
Hey, this is Vesh. I was brought on by Jackie Wetzler.
Ah, okay. Hi. Hi, Vesh. I'm
Hi, how are
Jackie's
you?
mother.
Yes, I know.
Very nice to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. So for the whole team.
I work in the aerospace industry on the GPS system,
Wow.
and I play a lot of tennis. So that's one of the things I've noticed with this product is I take it before I play, and I'm chasing down balls that I did not used to chase down. Like even between points. Like between points, I would never chase down anything, and now I just kind of jump up and go and fetch them. So that's probably. And the other dramatic thing that I noticed is both me and my mom have an eye irritation problem, and we just put the cream on the outside of our eyelids, and nothing else works. Like we tried all the prescription drops, and for both of us, that solved the problem.
Oh, fabulous. That's interesting. Most of us spray it in our eyes or drop it, ASEA, in our eyes. It's one of the most soothing things you will ever put in your eyes. So you could try that also because it's wonderful.
Yeah, I've tried that. I've recommended it to my parents as well, but they haven't tried that yet.
Okay. Was there anything else you were expecting from the product? I mean, you look pretty healthy, so that's why I'm asking.
Well, yeah, it helped with some more significant issues, but
okay. Sometimes it takes.
There was on Thursday I had a mild fever and I took some Tylenol, and for the first 2 hours I still felt lousy, and then I put ASEA all over my face and shoulders and neck, and like immediately felt better.
Oh, that's
and it wore off after about 6 to 8 hours, and I did the exact same thing. I took the Tylenol, nothing for 2 hours, and then I tried the ASEA, and again I felt almost normal immediately, and it was gone within a day. So.
Oh, perfect. I want to compliment you for being so experimental with it and trying it. Some people, especially when they're new, forget that it can do so many different things. So congratulations on even thinking about that.
Yeah, thanks.
You are welcome. Thank you, and welcome to the team.
Great, thanks.
And Jackie is normally on. Her roommate is actually Cindy and Bo Buck's daughter, and their son was coming in, and he's engaged, and she's asked if permission if she could not be on the phone call tonight, and go out with Dylan and say congratulations for being engaged. So that's where she is. Is there anyone else new? Well, if not,
I'm new.
Okay. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
My name is My name is Ardell Joseph here in Maryland. I'm new. I just signed up
Okay.
within the past 7 days with Charles Osum and my
very
business
good.
associate.
Yes, just joined.
Well, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Obviously,
Thank
you're
you.
following in good footsteps if he's already bronze. So Ardell, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm here in the Washington D.C. area. I've actually had some experience in network marketing before.
Okay.
I've tried some opportunities and they didn't quite work out. They didn't quite work.
I'm sorry. I'm going to try to mute whoever that is.
Before we had the best partners.
Yeah.
That's when we have to trust each other.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find whoever that is.
I'm leaving. I'm not happy.
Can you screw it for a minute?
No, that's not right. You know, we trying to make money. I was up to diamond in Miami.
Hello, whoever's talking, can you please mute yourself?
Because of
There we go. All right, Ardell, I'm sorry.
Actually, the noise is coming from my background here. I'm gonna have to move.
Ah, from your background. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we can get him on to speak again. All right. If there's no one else new, I'm going to get to Peter Graham. I don't know. I'll just make this announcement. I hope you've all heard it. Credit cards are now, and Amazon's already had to switch, and many companies have already had to switch. Credit cards are now requiring one email per account when you do things. So when you're signing people up, for instance, I signed up my mother-in-law who doesn't even have a computer, so I put my own email address so I would get her announcements, so like if her credit card is expired or something like that. And now that's not going to be allowed. She has to have her own email address even though she doesn't have one. So there is a way, and especially on Gmail, and I don't know if Peter's going to go into anything else, to add an email address. It's very easy to add one. So it could be mother-in-law@gmail.com. But there's a way to get that email to roll into my account so that I would see the notifications coming in. And so I've asked Peter if he could do a little bit of training before Tammi comes on tonight. So Peter, are you ready? And you can share the screen and show us or whatever you'd like to do.
Well, thank you, Debbie. I see that Tammi is on. Did you want to do Tammi first?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I told her she was our closer.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you're allowed to have multiple Gmail accounts, and Gmail is one of the easiest ones because Gmail is actually set up for businesses to have multiple email accounts. So that's one of the reasons that I like it. I'm not certain how many people are on Gmail.
A lot.
A lot. I'll try and walk you through it real quick here. Just give me 2 seconds here. Debbie wanted me to do a video, and unfortunately I was out skiing all afternoon, so I didn't get back in time. Okay, so I'm going to share screen.
Okay.
I'm not certain if you're seeing my screen now or not.
I do not.
Okay. That's what I figured. Okay. You're not working.
Do I need to turn it over to you?
I
No.
don't think so.
Yeah, normally people can just
Yeah,
get
just not cooperating the way that I expected it to do. One sec. Okay.
there. Now we can see it.
So what I have done is this is my ASEA Gmail, and this is my regular Gmail. I've set this Gmail up here, and everything flows into this Gmail account. So technically, I don't have to open this one up. Gmail's just changed the rules here a couple months ago. I just found out doing a little bit of research, and you actually do need to go into that email occasionally, at least once or twice a month, and send an email, even if you're sending it to yourself, so that Gmail thinks that the email is active. Because if you don't go into it, Gmail is now monitoring their inactive accounts, is what they call them.
Okay.
As you can see, I've actually got several Gmail accounts that I run, and they all flow into this one account. So I only actually have to check this one account. You do need to, of course, go back into the other accounts and clean them out occasionally.
Okay.
So if I opened up this ASEA account, you'd probably see about 800 emails in there right now that need something to be dealt with, in the fact that they just basically need to be deleted or whatever you want to do with them.
Better than my 44,000.
Better than your 44,000, yes. And the other thing that Gmail is also starting to do is monitoring how many emails that you have in the initial inbox, and you need to keep that at a minimum. So I'll probably go back to starting to go into this email weekly and clearing it out. And
they don't want you to have too many in your inbox?
Yeah, well, that's how they're counting how many, because emails in your inbox count as different bits on the internet.
Okay.
So that's how they're monitoring your emails. They find emails with large inboxes, and you'll probably get a notice, I would assume, from Gmail. So I'm going to stop sharing this.
Updates. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Gmail's going through a major update right now. They're changing their whole email inbox. If you are a Gmail user right now, you'll probably start to get notices, if you haven't been getting notices, about updating your inbox. And they do that every so often. So, and that's part of the way that they're doing all these new controls. So I'm actually going to switch from, this is a Chrome browser. I'm going to switch over to my Safari browser. And so 1 second.
So for those of you who don't know, if you'd like to set up something specific for ASEA, if you go to gmail.com, it will bring you, and you can create your own account. And it's free and it's easy and all that kind of stuff. I just don't know how to roll it over.
Yeah. So are you seeing where it says create your Google account?
Yes.
So one of the things that they have done is if you have an existing Gmail account and you're logged into your Gmail account, this account that you set up will be directly connected to you. So, but that's not how you get all the emails forwarded into one email. So you have to put a name. Now I have a guy that's signing up, and let's see if this is going to work. There's a person that I met and was interested. Oh.
And he doesn't have an email address?
He doesn't have an email account. Doesn't even have a smartphone.
Good luck.
Yep. He'll be a customer.
Okay.
So they'll automatically assign a Gmail username for you. If you don't like it, you can go and change it. And if it's available, they can, they'll tell you that it is, and then you have to use a password, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Safari generates a password for you, but I also run a program that generates passwords and monitors all my passwords. So I don't use the browser password keeper. I use my own, and I thought I was signed in. Sorry about
Was
that.
it okay if you use something simple like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or something like that?
Only if they will accept it.
Okay.
Gmail will tell you whether it's available or whether it's not. They're not saying that it's.
Passwords?
Pardon me?
Passwords?
Passwords?
Yeah.
I don't recommend that, but
I know, but it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if you wanted to create a password that you use regularly or something, is it okay to do that?
you can do that. But if you get too many of the same passwords in Gmail, they'll close your account down.
Okay.
So I don't recommend that.
Okay. Well, that was part of my question.
Yeah. Yeah. Gmail is very tight on their security as a rule. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about what Larry McFarland said the other day? You add your own name and then you add plus, and that's adding an account for somebody else?
Yeah, don't use that. I would delete that information.
Okay.
It's not exactly true. It was true with the old accounts, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. And just I thought I'd put something out there. If you've got a password you like, put dots in between.
Yeah, you can put dots. I recommend using the word and just changing the numbers, and maybe use the last numbers out of the phone number broken up, sort of thing. Anyhow, so I'm just going to generate a password for this account.
Okay.
What day minute? Of course, because I'm doing this live. So my password program actually generates passwords and stores them. And it'll tell me to.
The username is taken.
Yep. So it's saying that username is taken, so that means that you have to change it, right?
Right.
And
So
so
you could put 4 8s in there.
Yeah, I could put 4 8s in there. I could put a 9 in there, sort of thing. Or I could use one of theirs, if whatever I wanted to do. And now they're going to want a verification, and you can put your cell number in there. And as far as I know, right now, they're not looking at the cell numbers.
Okay.
And this is the only way that you can actually create an email in Google now, is have a cell number, and definitely needs to be a cell number that's going to be close by you, because in 2 seconds they're going to send me a text to verify it.
All right, we're going to get to Tammi in another minute. Do you have time to show us this?
I think that's about all that needs to be done right now. Yeah, there's my cell phone singing at me. So.
And so that will, if you create it from that account, it will roll into your own account, is what you're saying.
That name will show up as a contact in you.
Okay.
And then there's about 4 or 5 more steps that you would have to do to roll it into or have it forwarded into your own email.
That
I haven't shown. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, maybe you can finish it next week.
Okay. Yep.
All
Sounds
right.
Good.
If you'll stop share, then we'll get to Tammi.
There you go.
Especially for new people, I think everybody that has been in ASEA should know who Tammi Gates is. She is an amazing woman. She's an ambassador double diamond. She is on the advisory council board because she is such a wise, and she's been in network marketing for years. She and Chuck, this is how they've made their living for most all of their lives at this point. And she was with me last week, as were many, many diamonds, to feel the excitement and to know some of the things that are coming in convention. And I've asked her to be on because you hear from me all the time. So she could kind of share some of the things that we heard, some of the statistics and things, and where she thinks we're going to be in the next 3 years at this point. So Tammi.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Tammi.
Hi. I have new internet service, so I hope I'm coming across loud and clear finally.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. So I want to begin and end with one comment, Debbie.
Yes.
And that is, buckle your seatbelts.
I agree.
Buckle your seatbelts. You guys, if you ever thought you could be involved with something that was valuable and important, but at the same time had so much momentum gathering around it that it was a blast and making everyone good money and getting people healthy and results, you are in the right place at the right time. So buckle your seatbelts. We have never been in a better position at ASEA. And it's not just because we're opening new markets, right? Every market in ASEA is up. So by that I mean the North American market, which includes Canada, the US, and Mexico, all of the indicators are up. Europe, all of the indicators in every country in Europe is up. Australia, New Zealand. We are in the beginning stages of the Dominican Republic and Colombia. Those indicators are up. All of our new countries that we're opening in Asia, those indicators are up. And so by indicators, what I mean, what we track are sales, enrollments, auto ships, and rank advancements. And so if we look back exactly 1 year in the past, so if we take a slice of history from today and look back 1 year, our sales at ASEA are up over almost 76%. In 1 year, sales are up 76%. How would you like that to happen to your paycheck? Right? Enrollments are up almost 50%. Auto ships are up 33%. And that, by the way, gang, is an indicator of sustainability. If auto ships are up, that means your business is sustainable. And we've never seen this level of auto ships being this high in year after year growth. It's actually, Debbie, one of the highest in the industry. So if you ever thought you could brag about something, those are some things you can brag about. So if we look back 1 year ago, or if we take a 1 year look back in rank advancements, we had almost 7,200 rank advancements through this period of time to 2017, right? But if we look at from 2017 to July of 2018, we've had over 12,000 rank advancements. So that means people are making money, right? In this same 12-month period, July 16 to July 17, we had 26 diamond and above rank advancements. So from July 2017 to July 2018, we had 50 diamond and above rank advancements. So that means people aren't just coming in and going rank advancing through our entry-level ranks or through our middle management area ranks, but also through our top level of ranks. People are rank advancing. And this is not just an anomaly, you guys. This is what we planned for. So I have these 5 non-negotiables if you're looking at a network marketing company, because your friends and family are looking at network marketing companies. They are being approached by other people. And you have to teach them that there are non-negotiables, that if they're looking at a network marketing company, they have to really consider who they're partnering with. And one of my non-negotiables with a company is the corporate team, right? The corporate team has to be experienced in what they're doing. They have to know how to run a business. I don't think I would ever get involved with a network marketing company that had a distributor who found a good product and started a network marketing company, right? I want to consider the corporate team as a package to know that I can trust them, that they have our backs and they know how to build business. And so our corporate team each year sits down and develops strategies. And every nickel they spend goes into one of these 5 strategy buckets, okay? And so I want to talk about one of the buckets, Debbie. And that bucket has been called operational infrastructure and financial management. So ASEA has said in the past that we want to spend money building infrastructure in operations, and we want to be prudent and wise in how we manage finances. So operational infrastructure and financial management. So as they are developing the strategies to carry us forward in the future, they have tweaked that strategy just a little bit. And now it says operational execution and financial management. So ASEA is saying, these brilliant business minds at ASEA are saying, we've already built the infrastructure. Okay, we've spent the last 7 to 9 years building the foundation. So operational infrastructure is no longer a strategy at ASEA. They've switched it to operational execution. And so now we feel like the car is built, the engine is built, it's fine-tuned. Now it's time to put the throttle to the metal, right? And put it into gear. So we're, just let me give you some statistics about ASEA. As you guys are out bragging about the company that you're working with, we are officially in 31 countries, and we anticipate another market coming this year, which of course is the Philippines. We have, our call center supports 16 languages. Imagine that. People from 16 different languages can phone into ASEA and get support. We have 18 distribution centers all over the globe. This takes, get this, legally in the tax structure and the regulation structure, this takes 29 different legal entities and 96 trademarks on our product. So we are not a startup anymore, Debbie. It is time to let out the clutch. And so again, I'll end with what I started with. Put on your seatbelt, okay? This is going to be so fun.
Absolutely. So I was sitting there with you with all this excitement, and you can just feel it in them, and they're so excited to finally take off the brakes for a change. And Vertus is sitting there very sternly, listening to everything. And he's had his little thumb in there, helping to guide them to some degree. But he's turning it over to his children now. And they are doing such a phenomenal job. and we were just so excited. And, of course, we can't tell some of the things that we heard. You'll be hearing them at convention. And I want to commend Tammi Gates. A lot of the advisory council already knew everything. And she actually flew back to be with all of us, even though she'd heard everything. And she was one of the only ones, you were the only one from advisory council that was there. So I would like to pat Tammi on the back for her loyalty and for being there. And, it was just so much fun to share being there with you since you already knew all this. So we might have 4 minutes. If anybody has a question for Tammi, we have literally 4 minutes. We all have to be on another phone call. A lot of us have to be on another phone call. Anybody have a question?
Michael has a question.
Michael has a question. All right, Michael.
Hi, Tammi.
Hi, Michael.
Tammi, is there any chance that corporate will open up a second distribution center in Europe?
Debbie, isn't it true that if Michael just holds his breath a bit?
Yes, probably.
Okay, I'll hold my breath.
Yes. Always governed by need, right? And demand, which is why our corporate executive team is so brilliant and financially disciplined and prudent. So I have heard rumors.
Yes, and for the United States, we need to open a third one. So there we go. Anybody else have a question for Tammi? Now we've got 3 minutes. We have some new people on, and Tammi, this will be thrilling information, I'm sure. Charles Osung signed up 3 weeks ago, and he went bronze already.
I know, I saw that. Congratulations.
So he's on a march, and he's got some of his team on the phone call tonight, too.
Hey, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Yes.
This is Dana from Aruba.
Hi, Dana from Aruba.
Is there a chance that they can open up a distribution center here or somewhere close down the road?
Well, Tammi, do you want to answer that? I'm sure they will at some point open it to the Caribbean.
So currently, we are focused on making sure that the 31 countries we're already open in are stabilized and strong before we stretch our dollar too thin and move into other countries. So, if and when Aruba shows up on the ASEA radar, they're going to be watching you.
All right.
But they'll probably put one in for the Caribbean at some point, because we've got Aruba and we've got Puerto Rico already, and they've gone into Dominican Republic. So they're going to have something down there at some point. So yeah, we wouldn't tell you necessarily to hold your breath, but it's coming, because there's a lot of people in the United States that have connections with, of course, the islands down there and families back there and stuff. So we're doing our best.
Cool. Thank you.
So, yes, absolutely. Anyone
Hi,
else?
Debbie. Yes. This is Louis.
Hi, Louis.
I have a quick question. Really, for your advice, for those who, I have some team members, including myself, who might not be able to make it to convention. Obviously, you do everything you can to get there, obviously. But if you can't, it's not over for you. But what is your strategy to kind of get ahead of the wave as much as possible if you cannot make it to convention?
Oh, Debbie, can I answer this really quickly?
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so we want to have a team strategy of what we call blitz/marathon. Okay, and so a blitz talks about a powerful, quick, intense, focused energy, where a marathon talks about kind of reserving your energy for the long haul and taking it long. And so if you can't get to convention, there will be an after convention event somewhere that you can attend. And right now in the Blitz part of it, we want to get as many people there as possible, guests and people who could not attend events. So check with your uplines. And then marathons is just continuing to blitz this thing with our people and making sure we're moving people from event to event to event to event in the long term.
Absolutely. So yes, and we will make sure that we get out the information. It won't be quite at all like being there, but we will definitely get you the information. I'm going to go ahead and release.
Streaming on Facebook.
Just a second. I'm going to release all bronze and above to go on to your next call here, and I will stay on for a few minutes. Elisa, what did you just ask?
Might anybody be streaming it on Facebook?
The convention?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Denny had done that in the past.
Denny has? Well,
that's why I asked.
We can see about.
I don't know that that's happening, Debbie, this year, but
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
All right, we'd have to see if they give us permission. A lot of times they'll ask us not to do that. So the diamonds at least. So anyway, I can find out and let you know, Elisa.
Thank you much.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Tammy, for being on.
You're welcome.
We
I love
love
you all.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Tammy.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Are there any other questions about anything? Because I'm going to go and get on this call too.
Debbie, is there any slim chance we could get those numbers that she was talking about, the increases in the company?
Sure. I've got them all copied down and I can get them out to the whole team.
You're the best. Okay. I don't care what David says.
Good. Tell David that.
Absolutely. I've been going back and forth with him all night on the phone. Don't worry about it. I got your back. Always.
Yeah. And he wasn't there, so I do have them. So I'll be happy to get them out. I'll type them up and get them out. I didn't want to burst Tammy because that's what I asked her to speak about because it was just so exciting.
Those some big numbers.
Some huge numbers.
Oh my gosh.
That were up, and
that's exciting.
It is very exciting.
If that don't get you excited, nothing will.
Exactly.
It's definitely time. I'm going to take this. Dolly wants to take the seatbelt off. She said she doesn't want to leave it on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People are really starting to hear about redox, and that's gonna help more than anything. You know, people go, yes, I've heard about it. How do you get it? That kind of thing.
Yep.
So it'll be perfect.
Absolutely.
Debbie, quick question. Is the newest infrastructure on your Debbie's Diamonds website?
It should be, yes.
Okay, because I looked and it looked like it was the older one, but.
Well, I can go check it again. Oh, actually, it's not the one with Wednesdays on it. So
right, right.
It might be on David's, and you can belong to David's too.
What's David's called?
And David's is number 6 reasons-freedom.
Oh, okay.
Number 6 reason, yeah, the hashtag number 6 reason freedom.
Okay, thank you.
But I can go in and share it and put it on mine if that makes it easier.
Yeah, it would. Thanks.
It was definitely on David's website.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Debbie, this is Mimi Butcher. How are you?
Hi. I'm wonderful.
Oh, great. Could you be so kind to repeat about the webinars again every Wednesday for new prospects?
This is all Eastern time, so it's 9 a.m., 1 o'clock p.m., and 9 p.m.
Perfect. Thank you so
it's
much.
On the same website number, okay, or Zoom number.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to let you guys go. I need to hop on this other phone call. I love seeing you guys every Monday, so you guys have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next Monday. And maybe David will be here. Talk to you later.